Hi everyone, my name is Samaya Ahmed and I'm the Virtual Content Specialist for 7th grade Science. In this video, I will be giving you a review of the digital platform called Flocabulary.com. Flocabulary is a learning program for all grades that uses educational hip-hop music to engage students and increase achievement across the curriculum. They have several standard-based videos, instructional activities, and student creativity tools to supplement instruction and help students develop core literacy skills. A lot of their videos are standards based and they focus on vocabulary words and analyzing texts. So teachers can use these for all content areas, and there are also other subjects that you can use it for, such as social emotional learning. They have this tab for life skills. You can also have lessons on racial and social justice, social emotional learning, health and wellness, and financial literacy, in addition to your core subjects such as ELA, math, science, and social studies. So it is a paid subscription service. You do need to buy a plan. The individual teacher plan is $10 per month. However, you can buy a school plan or a district plan. We have the school plan, so we have access to all the videos and all the resources for teachers. And they do have a free trial, so I highly suggest you check it out. So when you first log onto the page, this is your dashboard. These are my classes. You can upload your rosters here as well. So once your students log in, all their information would be saved once they complete the activities, if you are doing digital activities. So you can click on how to use if you want an introduction on how to get started. I'll just show you the lessons that they have. So if you go to lessons, you can choose by subject. They even have current events. So if you go to science and click life science, here are all the videos that they have on life science, and they are broken down by grade, so it tells you which is appropriate for the grade level. So, if you're in middle school, you would not show something that's K through 5 unless you think your students would need it. I usually show the videos that have 5 through 12 or 4 through 12 or 3 to 6 and so on, depending on the grade level that I'm teaching. But they continuously add new videos, and as you can see, if you click on one video, I'll play a little bit of the video for you so you can see what their music videos are like.
In 2019, a group of scientists assembled by the United Nations released the biggest ever study of life on Earth.
So some videos have a commentator. There are also other videos that's animated, looks like this.
Let me get my side across. Keep it funky. No pun intended. Okay. Look, I'm a skunk, you dig? My ecosystem is where I live. Plus animals and it eat worms, eat leaves, but a great horned owl might come and eat me. It's all connected in the food web. That's a lot of food chains. Yup, you bet.
So that's just a small clip from this video, and these are usually short videos. They're usually under 4 to 5 minutes, but they have a really catchy beat and they have the lyrics, and students really enjoy it. So over here on the side, you have all the resources that you can assign to students if you assign it digitally, and students can log on and do this online, or you can use the teacher resources that you can print out. So these are the vocabulary words that the students will be working on throughout the lesson. These are the handouts. If you're in person, you could always print these out. So they have the lyrics to the song. They have fill in the blanks that you can download and print. They have these vocab cards. So I'll show you what it looks like. There are the keywords here. There's a picture, which is great for the visual supports. They have the definition, and they ask the students to give an example to show understanding its meaning and draw this vocab word or an example of it. So this is a great vocabulary resource. And they have read and respond questions and a quiz question, which you can give them. So these are all the handouts that they have, but if you are assigning it digitally, you can just give them the code and they can work on it online besides using like a hard copy. So for example, for a vocab game, there's a beat, and they just have to drag the word to the sentence. Okay, and the read and respond questions are also here, so the students can answer it and they can confirm answer and so on. They can go through. So again, if we go back to the teacher resources, you could see the overview. This is a little overview of the lesson. You can also go to standards alignment, and you can find which standard it's aligned to based on the lesson that you are teaching and your grade level. So they have a lot of different resources that you can use. If you go to My Classes, I can show you how you can look at student responses. So you can create a class, you can import a class from Google Classroom. If you click how do students join a class, they give you all the directions here. So they just sign in and they have a classroom code and they can enter the class code and they join your class. So here, as you can see, I assigned one lesson and I assigned the video, the vocab cards, the vocab game. It tells you how many were submitted. And if you go to comprehension analysis, I'm not going to go through summary and individual review because they have the student names on it, but you can look at this in the summary section. You can look at the student responses and how they did individually. For individual review, you can look even further as to how each student did. For comprehension analysis, if you click on each of the sections, so if you click vocab game, it tells you how they did with the vocab game for each of these words. So this would be something nice if students are struggling with the word. So for example, a lot of students struggled with the word igneous because only 63% of students got it correct. So that would be a word that I would review again with my class. And if you assigned them the quiz, you can also look at the question and the percent that they got correct. So question number 6, which is the following would be a clue that a rock is metamorphic, only 39% of students got it correct, so this would be a question that I would review again. So this is great if you want to, analyze data, see how students are doing. That's why it's great if you assign these lessons digitally. But if you want to print out the vocab cards, the ones that I showed you here, if you want to print them out and have students complete them and have them at the back of their notebook and so on, you can do that as well. So those were just the lessons for science. They also have other lessons like current events, recommendations. They have very helpful lessons, and they're student friendly on internet safety. And as I said, they have lessons on life skills such as financial literacy and health and wellness, and social emotional learning, which would be great to show to students if you have an advisory class or if you're doing an after-school program with them and so on. So that was a brief introduction to Flocabulary, and I highly recommend it. Students find the music very catchy, and of course they focus on vocabulary. So all the lessons come with key vocabulary words, and they come with strategies students can use to work on their literacy skills. And I hope you all try it and it's useful for you. Thank you for watching.